Tell me about your dog Brutus and how he got his name.
So Brutus was a dachshund, a little black dachshund.
Bunny was a Chiweenie. She was a dachshund Chihuahua mix.
And we got him when I was a way little kid. I was maybe 5 or 6.
And we got her from the animal shelter when I was about 6 years old. My brother was 4. And it was Easter. And she was about 6 weeks old, so she was pretty tiny.
And my older brother, Neil, decided we're going to name him after a Popeye character because he thought he'd be tough. So here we had this little tiny dachshund who would, when we first got him, would fit in the palm of my mom's hand when she would vacuum. And they named him Brutus, which was just, didn't make any sense whatsoever. But as he grew up and he grew older, it fit because he was a pretty tough little guy.
And when she ran, she looked like a bunny hopping. So I said, it's Easter. We got her for Easter. And she runs like a rabbit, so let's name her Bunny. So her name was Bunny.
Okay, so whenever you think of Bunny, what memories come to mind?
She was my companion. She slept with me. She went with me everywhere.
Well, he was very smart, and he could do these. He did this trick where he would sit up, and stand on his hind legs like, it's this long wiener dog standing up there with his back all arched. And we taught him to hold a M&M or some snack on the tip of his nose, and he would just stare at it cross-eyed, and we would say, don't move, don't move. And then we would say, okay, and he would throw it, and sometimes he would catch it, which was kind of cool, but usually he just chucked it and then went and ate it. But one of my fondest memories of him was we moved to this house on Avondale Drive, it was a big house for us, and it was up on this hillside where there was not very many houses, and there was a dirt road behind us where Powers Dairy would bring their cows down this road about once a week. They'd send them out to the pasture to eat, and they would march them down this road or herd them down this road. And in the winter time, I remember one time Brutus would go up there and like roll in the cow poop. I don't know what it was, man. He was just like mesmerized. So the cows would go by and they'd leave all this cow manure, and he went up there and just thrashed around in it and came home all green and covered in cow poop, and it was cold out, so he was like steaming. He came in the house, and I remember my mom yelling, Brutus, what's the matter with you? And he was like stinky, and there was steam rolling off of him. It was crazy, but he was a good dog. I loved Brutus.
When she was about 4 years old, she used to like to get out and chase cars. And one time she chased a car and she got kind of nipped on her leg. It didn't break or anything, but she was hurt and she couldn't move. And so I ran out in the street and I got her and I brought her in. And I told my parents, she's hurt. She was hit by a car. And they looked at her and they're like, oh, she'll be okay. Her leg's not broken. She'll be okay. So they wouldn't do anything for her. So I got mad. So I went out in the garage and found a cardboard box and a towel. And I made her a little bed and set her down in the living room on her little bed. And she was laying there and she just kept looking at me. And I thought, she needs something. She needs something. So I went and got her a bowl of water and I brought it and set it right by her. And she leaned up and she drank the water and she drank it all. And then she laid back down and I thought, I've saved her. And I felt like I was like this, dog nurse. I was taking care of her and saved her. And that was like a very proud moment for me. And she went on and lived about 5 more years, so I must have done good work.